Everyone wants Sneako deported. I'm a part of that crew, by the way. Also, I would never expect the people that are coming together on this one matter. Here's Alex Jones saying, deport him now. If you haven't seen this viral clip from Mr. Sneako, the gay Filipino black guy, Elon Musk says yes. What the fuck? That's crazy. Elon Musk wants Sneako deported. That's nuts. Let's take a look.
This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too. Takbir! Allahu Akbar!
So there he is, surrounding himself with little Muslim teenage boys. Presumably in Queens, there's a big Egyptian-Palestinian community in Astoria. Saying inshallah in the most American accent humanly possible because he became a Muslim yesterday, which is hilarious. And the funny thing about it is that he's literally been caught on multiple occasions drinking alcohol, doing drugs, eating pork. Just recently he ate pork. And the Muslims in America and in the West keep glorifying him as some amazing spokesperson for Islam and for the Ummah.
So Sneako said this last week, everyone needs to cry about Palestine. I said, this is how they all behave. And then literally 2 days later, he's in New York saying, everyone will be Muslim. Islam will take over the world. Everyone's going to be Muslim. You're in America. Show some respect. You are lucky enough that you were either born here or we welcomed you in to the greatest country in the world. This country wasn't built by Muslims. It wasn't built for Muslims. It was built by Christians, by white men. So you come into our country that we were gracious enough to let you survive in, that we were gracious enough to let you live in. You better show some respect, not just to the country, but to the people and the civilization that built it. And that's whites and that's Christians. So you shut the fuck up. You keep your prayers in the mosque where they belong. You salute the flag and you show a little bit of respect to the people that built this place that you call home. That's the bare minimum. You want a country where there's tolerance for other religions? You want a country where there's tolerance for people that don't look like whites? Then why don't you show a little bit of respect?
Here's Nick Fuentes say Sneako's biggest clout chaser ever seen with has an unstable sense of identity. That's for sure.
That's the thing. It's so funny that Sneako was the guy that drank the Kool-Aid the hardest on Dr. Jang, because that's all Sneako is just following one thing to the next. Isn't it so funny that now he's Mamdani's biggest dick rider? In 2024, Sneako was criticizing Trump because he was pro-Israel. Until the election, of course, then he put on the MAGA hat and then he was pro-Trump. And now Sneako is saying, Mamdani for emperor. Now he's a Mamdani guy. He is the biggest cloud chaser. Talk about blowing with the wind. I've never seen anything like it. It is so obvious. Oh, the Knicks are playing. Go Knicks. Oh, the World Cup's here. Go World Cup. Oh, Mamdani won the election. Go Mamdani. Oh, Trump won the election. Go Trump. It's like, oh, but Islam is cool now. I'm a Muslim. I've never seen anything. I've never seen somebody with a more unstable sense of identity than that. Now he's a Mamdani guy. Oh, really? Let's wait 5 minutes. He's a Hassan Piker dick rider. Goodness gracious. He is like that archetypal character in the movie who's like starts out as a mercenary and he tells the protagonist like, you can't trust me. I'm bad news. I'm only out for myself. But he kind of joins the good side and you think maybe he's warming up. And then in the end, when the protagonist gets ambushed and they say, wait, how did you know about our plan? The mercenary strolls in and says, you knew it was like this from the beginning. I told you couldn't trust me. I told you I'm only in it for myself. Now give me my payment. Like Sneako is that archetypal. He's like He's like Woody Harrelson in Solo. He's like that other guy in Star Wars. He's like that archetypal character that when the good guys get ambushed, the mercenary strolls in and says, hey, I told you I was only in it for the money. You knew I was only in it for myself. And he go, what? We thought you were with us. We thought you were inspired by the rebellion. Like that is Sneako to the letter.
You know what's funny though about Nick Fuentes? He's kind of admitting himself in this. Nick Fuentes only thought that Sneako was cool because a couple months ago he was singing Hail Hitler in a club with Sneako before they presumably made out. Allegedly, I might be making that up, but it kind of feels that way. Nick Fuentes is no friend of anyone. He is a socialist himself who loves communism and loves Stalin and loves Hitler. I don't see any benefit in what Nick Fuentes says. He's also a grifting piece of garbage who goes wherever anything is cool. But I think the funny thing about Nick Fuentes, he only thinks Sneako is a bit of a cuck or a grifter because he left the pro-Nazi white supremacist thing to become a pro-Islam Nazi. Nick Fuentes could just convert to Islam and he'll accomplish the same thing. But Nick Fuentes lives in the delusion that he's some sort of white supremacist because he's a Mexican who presents a little bit lighter skinned. I don't know. All these guys, I've been saying this for months. These guys are all losers. They're all retarded. They all strike and hit each other because they're all retarded. They're all dumb. Alex Jones goes off on Sneako and calls for him to be deported.
I've known who he was for years. The guy reaches millions of people a day. He is anti-Islam. He's pro-Islam. He is pro-Trump. He's anti-Trump. He's pro-lockdown. He's against the lockdown. And he'll flip-flop from day to day, whatever group he's with. But here he is in New York, one of the Allah Akbar events, where we got a bunch of video chanting, we're taking over Sharia law. He joins in, hops around and screams and says it, but he's not a U.S. citizen. And his ass needs to be deported. Elon Musk agreed with me and said yes and boosted my post on this yesterday. Deport him now. Sneako declares New York an Islamic state. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world will become Muslim. Well, that is the Quran. It is go read it. I read it twice. It is a battle manual of how he took over Medina and then Mecca and how he promised the world. And he teaches them how to deceive, how to act friendly at first, then push people out of each town, then push them out of the country. This is Islam. And when it's a snake or a spider, I never miss because it's defensive. I click into the mode. You think normally I can throw a weight 10 feet perfectly, splat the head? You think normally I can throw a rock perfectly and splat the head? No. It's the defender in me. And you have instincts too that you can turn on and you can hone. And Sneako, I'm not calling for splatting his head, but culturally, I'm calling for putting him nonviolently in an airplane like a cannon, a clown in a cannon at the circus, and shooting him out of it back to the Middle East with all of his other little compatriots. Bye-bye. Sneako was born in New York City in a family with Haitian and Filipino ancestry. I heard he's a foreigner and speaks French fluently. He moved to Miami, Florida, and converted to Islam. I heard he's a foreigner. Well, whatever. I think if somebody declares they're for a foreign religion, a foreign power here to overthrow the country, I think they ought to have their citizenship stripped, even if he is a citizen, and get his ass out of here.
I agree, but I also am at the same perspective. I agree that we should deport Alex Jones out of the United States of America. I think we should deport Sneako out of the country. I think we should deport Nick Fuentes for sure. Deport him back to Mexico. He doesn't belong in the United States of America. I think we should have deported him a long time ago. He does not belong in the United States of America. We should deport each and every single one of these people. We should get a little bit more trigger friendly on deportation. Let's just start deporting everyone. I have a friend, his name is Brock Schwartz. We should deport him. I myself deport me. I think we should deport everyone. And finally, here is Sneako versus Destiny. Also, I say we should deport him also. I'm not team anyone here. I'm pro deporting everyone.
Why would you even have God in your mouth while you're talking about 20 women at the same time? That's not a congruent lifestyle.
You in Islam, you can have 4 wives. I want to.
You're not Islamic, and you didn't say 4 earlier. And I don't. And even in Islam,
hold on, guys, it's not true that you can just have 20 wives in Islam or whatever. First off, hold on. The Prophet would only take orphans or widows as his extra wives, and that's where the example came from. And even then, they strongly discourage Muslims from doing that because Allah says that you can't love each woman equally. So they say don't do it. So this whole thing that people turn towards Islam is people who don't actually study the religion or know anything about it. So I just wanted to make that quick clarification.
and even if they did, that's 4 wives, not 4 bitches that you kick out and then new one. Why would you even have God in your mouth while you're talking?
So I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, if anybody follows these people genuinely, and it's not just like for the shits and I get doing it for the meme. I get like following Sneako and fucking with this shit for the meme. I really do get it. Like there's people who love the meme and you can't un-meme. Like you love the meme. I get it. I'm not anti-meme. I'm pro-meme. There's some weird ass characters I fuck with on the internet because they're memes. But if you're legitimately fans of these people, brother, seek help. Seek help.